Welcome back to the couch. Join me, will you? Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing the voices. And I'm probably making a mistake by holding it again in my hand and no tripod thingy. But hopefully this will not be 30 minutes long, like the last one. Mainly because I only have milk this time. My kidneys thank me, but I hurt inside. Anyway, the topic of this video is fan fiction. I've seen a lot of authors who say people shouldn't do fan fiction, how it's really bad. Like you're, what is it, modeling for failure, I guess. You're going into you're building on a world that's already has a set characters, a set plot and everything, and you're just adding to it. And there's no point. And that irks me sometimes. Yes, that happens because I mean some people rewrite it and stuff. From what I'm told, I don't know too much about it. But the 50 Shades of Grey is a Twilight fan fiction, just with changed names and stuff. I've only read 10 pages of it, and I don't know if I can finish that. If you dig what you dig, you dig what you dig. My point is, I think fan fiction's helpful if you do it right. Well, an example, say, okay, I'm branching on here because I've never done a fan fiction for, let's say, Doctor Who. Yes, I know people don't like Doctor Who, they're getting tired of it and stuff like that, but it's on my mind, it's fresh to me. Again, I'm still on the David Tennant tenure, so that's where I'm at, so do not spoil anything with Smith. Say, okay, you want a new companion for the Doctor. So, this is an idea for fan fiction. You make up your own companion for the Doctor, and what would that bring to the fandom? What is it? There's actually a word for it, like Hooniverse. I don't know enough about it. You write a fan fiction about this character, and you can make it up for whatever reason you want. You just you want a transgender character to meet the Doctor. Okay, well, there's your point right there. Uh, let's build a little story right now. You have a transgender character, the Doctor meets him, and let's say the transgender character, we'll call him, her, Chloe, gets on the ship with the TARDIS with the Doctor. It's a stowaway. The Doctor finds out, and being nice says, okay, well, I can take you to a planet where you'll fit in. But you have to deal with the consequences. So that's a plotness. Wow, my English is not one there. But does the character really want this, where this easy out kind of thing? Where, oh, they can get whatever they want without having to go through any kind of struggles or anything. So, yes, that could be good because they can finally achieve everything and get with the body they actually want. To me, that's a cop out because you're making the easy. So what I would do would be to make it where, I guess the cliche right off the top of my head would be to make it where the character says, no, I'll go through this on my own terms and go back to Earth and live in the time that they do. My point being, that's just an idea for fan fiction right there. And that has really, it has some things to do with the series, just as characters and like the setting. But it's a completely separate story on its own. And I think that's good writing. That could be what you need to do to better yourself as a writer. Another thing I think people should do would be write short stories to prepare them to write novels. I think you get more practice in writing short stories. What Ray Bradbury said, something like write 52 short stories a year, write one a week, and by the end of the year you'll have at least one or two good ones, if not more. I'm paraphrasing, but on that same note, it's just it helps. The short fiction makes you better. You want to be a better baseball player, start throwing the ball against the fence. You can figure out where you're going to hit the fence by how hard you're throwing the ball or whatever. I think fan fiction, like overall topic, I think a fan fiction is a good thing for people to do. Just don't rely on it too much because how much fan fiction, well, on lack of a better term, do you see in, say, Books A Million? You see, yes, the Doctor Who stuff, and like Buffy and some popular TV shows, but not much of anything else. Like, I so want to write me a Libriomancer fan fiction, but the only place that would do it would be fanfiction.net, and that's perfectly fine website. I've read plenty of fan fiction stories from there. But if nobody knows about it, they're not going to go see it. They're not going to know about it, basically. I think fan fiction is worth the effort if you put it into it, because there's plenty of people who will critique your writing about it or will celebrate in the fandom and enjoy it. So, yeah. But that's really all I had to say about fan fiction. I think it's worth it if you do it right. As long as you're not. I'm trying to think of an example for a bad one. If you're not just rewriting the same story over and over, I, I can't think of an example of something that would be. You're writing the Doctor as a David Tennant character, but he looks like Matt Smith. It's like, no, there's no point to that. Unless you change up something about the way he acts or why he wears that certain thing. You need more conflicts to certain things to make the thing interesting. Because, I mean, I'm guilty of writing stories where nothing happens just because I want to explore a character and the character's boring to normal people. But they're not boring to me. But the more conflict, normally, the more stuff you get. The more pleasures and stuff you get because you're on edge trying to figure it out. So, yeah, fan fiction is good for you. And speaking of which, I think I might go read some tonight. But again, this is a late night video getting off work and half asleep. You can see the circles under my eyes. And it's, ooh, 2 o'clock. I need to go to bed. I'm trying to be more frequent. What was the Chillin' Kansai dude? Or I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong because I don't have it in front of me. He made a good video about uploading more frequently and advice for new tubers. Yeah, which I technically am. And I'm trying to follow it by making more consistent videos. So I'm gonna try to edit this one. We'll see what happens. I'm sure you'll see at the end, the watching this video, be like, "Yep, I saw the edits in the beginning," like the last one, which I don't know why I did that black thing in the beginning. That fade in blackness. That's it. Uh, Go show your love to Give Me a Flake Man or Give Me a Break Man on the YouTube. He just lost his puppy dog, and that's hard to deal with. But go give him some love. Uh, oh look, my knee is a tripod now. Maybe I won't shake as much. But